Your handover video on the Lunar Quasar 554. So at the start, got your Acorn, your Alco hitch and stabilizer. So the black handle goes up, tow ball goes in, handle slots down, stabilizer pushes down to lock the tow ball into place. To release the tow ball, stabilizer up, black handle up, releases the tow ball. You got your jockey wheel, handbrake, new breakaway cable, 13 pin plug which goes into the back of your car. It does your outside lights and 12 volts to the fridge if your car is wired up correctly. Inside your gas locker you have storage, you have 2 slots for 2 gas bottles, butane or propane. Bulkhead regulator, you have a 6 kg propane bottle and propane regulator fitted. Around here we have your Truma flue and your Truma water inlet. So pump goes into the actor rod, boot sugar up, slots into there like so. Battery locker, you have 110 amp battery fitted, battery strap, 2 new terminals, 2 30 mains inlet, and your motor mover isolation switch. We'll get to that last. The back here we have your 2 waste outlets from the sinks and the shower, sorry. Top here, or bottom here, we'll start here. Got your, so obviously once you finish with the toilet and you open the switch lid down, it empties up into your toilet cassette, which then you can pull out, take to a empty point and then slot back in. With the filler cap, you add your water and chemical, obviously for the toilet flush. As you can see, all the lights working, even your light. Now inside the caravan, to the right hand side as you come in the door, you have your main control panel. So on the left here you have your awning light, your master, which does all the 12 volt in the van, voltage in the caravan, light, so obviously that's just lights, but there you have got individual lights which turn on and off, pump, so when you turn that on, just make sure that is in the horizontal position so the water don't get out the bottom, and then you are able to open your tap. Obviously once you first open it after it's been drained, you need to let all the air out the system in this tap and the 2 in the bathroom, so one the sink and then your shower like so. Obviously once all the air is drained out of the system, your pump will cut in and out as it should. So obviously once you've got the tap open, the pump will cut in and you see a red LED there. And then when it is gone, when the pump's cut out, there you go, the red LED turns itself off. Underneath us here we have a Truma control panel. So on the left here we have your internal temperature. So you've got 0 to 30. Then you've got hot water, so you can have it on eco, hot or boost. Then obviously you've got your source, gas and electric, gas and electric 2. So obviously gas and 1 kilowatt, gas and 2 kilowatt. And you've got electric 1 and electric 2, so 1 and 2 kilowatt there again. Your fan, so obviously when you have your internal temperature turned up to a set degree, you have an option to have eco, high, eco and high. But when your temperature is turned off like so, and you go on to your fan, it will only give you the option to vent. Once finished, hold this button in like so, just for a few seconds, and it will turn itself off. So under here, next to the drain off valve, we have your motor mover box, and we have your main, your consumer unit. So you have your main RCD, which I recommend you press the test button every time you connect to your power, just to make sure it's tripping correctly. 3 MCBs and 12 volt fuses. Across from me here we have your Thetford 3 gas hob and electric hob on top, a gas grill and a gas oven. So obviously to ignite, all you would do is push in this knob here to the left and what burner you want, push it in like so, and obviously will ignite. With the electric hob, slightly different, same sort of thing. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 settings, 1 being the lowest, 6 being the highest. Obviously then that electric hob will get hot. With your grill, same thing, pushing this button here, igniting, and that will ignite your grill. And then with your oven on the knob, push it in, choose what setting you want, and then push it in like so, and it will obviously light. Underneath your oven you have all your valves, so your gas for every appliance, just in case you need to turn them off. And then behind me we have your Dometic fridge, so to turn it on, hold that button like so, power button. You have 3 settings: electric, gas or battery. So electric when connecting to mains, gas obviously when connected to my gas. When you set it on, the fridge will start ticking and obviously it will ignite. If it does not ignite, this triangle here will flash red and this icon here will flash blue. Obviously if you just turned it on, obviously it might not light for the first time, so obviously just press this warning light here. That obviously just resets the system, or you can always turn it off and back on again and check your gas supply. When on battery, that's what it would look like if it's an error. It's not working now because we have no car on board, so obviously it would only work if your car is wired correctly, and it will only maintain the temperature already in the fridge. To turn off, just hold this power button like so, and that will turn it off. In the toilet we have your Thetford toilet with an electrical flush. So obviously once you've done your business, you press this button here, and obviously all the water will flush into there like so. Once you're ready to empty, you've got a switch under here, well, a latch that you push away from you, which opens up the flap and closes again. The toilet cassette will only come out when the latch is closed. Before we demonstrate the Power Touch mover, we have 2 little pieces of paperwork just to go through. So we have your warranty cover here, what we cover, and obviously what we don't. And then your winterization sheet, so obviously how to winterize your caravan as we would recommend. Now onto the Power Touch mover. On this caravan you have a Power Touch motor fitted, so what you want to do is get your bar, put it on like so, and then engage it into the wheel, which will then should do both sides. We then are able to release the handbrake like so. Then we'll turn your motor mover switch, push it in and put it clockwise. Now on the controller, hold these 2 buttons in like so. It will do a cycle like this. Now we are connected to the box. So now to go forward. So to go forward, goes forward. To go back, goes back. Spin the front to me. Front comes to me. Front away from me. And like I say, it just does as the arrows are directed on the screen. So now we're finished. To turn off the handset, hold these 2 buttons here like so. That turns the control. Turns the controller off. Then pull the handbrake up. Turn the switch anti-clockwise, and then disengage it from the wheel like this.